Guys, before we get into the episode, Lewis and I's shows are still on sale at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. I'm also doing Ballarat, Shepparton, Warrnambool, Geelong, and Adelaide. And my Adelaide show, already over half sold out.
Sick.
Both of the shows that are on sale.
Very good. Tickets are going crazy this year because people are excited to get back to live events. There are limited capacity shows, so grab them. Do not wait. My first Saturday show has like 20 seats left, so book them now. That's going to sell out very, very soon. Don't miss out. LouSpears.com, LukeKidgel.com. Get your tickets now. Luke, are you ready for this?
Yeah. Oh, remix. That's
Dogecoin price check. Guys, I'm happy to report that Elon Musk has made us rich. Woohoo! Thanks, Elon Musk. Guys, we're going to be talking about the Dogecoin investment.
We will now actually be able to afford to go to the moon.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks
absolutely.
to Dogecoin.
We're going to put it all into SpaceX. If you recall, a few episodes ago, I, without asking for Luke's permission, took $1,000 out of the joint account and put it all into Dogecoin.
And at the time, I was understandably concerned and furious.
Yes.
But I just want to say,
Yeah.
since this has happened,
Yeah.
and we've made a significant amount of money out of it,
Yeah.
I assume. I don't actually know how much money we've made. I just want to say I will never question your methods again.
Never.
And I apologize.
Well, that's why I've showed up in the Gucci hoodie
Thinking
today,
of
'cause
giving
we're
you
rich.
all my personal money.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah. And you know what? I can
trust
turn
you.
that into a lot of Doge. Whether or not that Doge will turn back into more money or not, different question. But it will be a mini Doge. So we're also going to be playing at the end, towards the end of the episode, Do You Know? And we thought that we'd innovate on the segment a little bit.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know the segment, it's where we go like, do you know David Koch? And we say like a celebrity's name. Obviously, he's A-lister in Australia. If you wake up between 6 and 9 a.m.
If he was, do you know David Koch?
Yes, I do know David Koch.
If he was a very horny homosexual man, would his name be Gay Need Cock? Gay Needs Cocks?
Nah, doesn't rhyme.
No.
And a little homophobic.
No, they love. That's quite accurate. If I was a horny gay man, I would
Need
love,
cock? Really? Need?
I don't know.
Like,
Sometimes you get in the mood.
I thought you were going to do something
that
with
one
Dosh.
sucked. Oh, yeah.
like
David
Dosh.
Koch. If I was a gay man that was very poor, would my name be Gay Need Dosh?
Yes, it would.
Okay, yeah, that one sucked. Sorry, guys. Quick turnaround, not very good.
But that's why we love the joke format, because it's hit and miss, and we love a hit. We obviously hate a miss. That was,
that sucked. My apologies, guys.
but we wanted to give Ruben and Keelan a little challenge, something to work on during the episode, because often they just sit there, kind of like Keelan takes notes, but I don't know. Why do you have two laptops there?
I don't take notes. Ruben does.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what you guys do. That's the thing.
Keelan just sits there refreshing the price of Dogecoin, hovering over the sell button.
So you've got, we'll do some other like content in between.
Yep.
But work on one, and I want to give you a hard name.
And the listeners too, you can sound off in the comment section as well when you have a good one for this. We're going to throw a hard name out there.
Guys,
Yeah.
do you know Antonio Banderas?
Oh, good.
It's a tricky one.
Good.
Okay.
Give it a go.
All right, I'll see
Antonio
what I can do.
Banderas. Come back to us.
He's the voice of Puss in Boots in
Very
Shrek.
sexy man. Now, Luke, obviously, what was this? Last week, I invested $1,000 of our money and then also a lot of my own money.
Yes.
An initial buy of $3,796 into Dogecoin.
And how many Doge coins is that? Because it's essentially worthless.
It is. So Dogecoin is literally a meme cryptocurrency that was specifically designed to be worthless. It's a parody of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, the whole thing is finite supply, many uses. Obviously that means value.
Yep.
Dogecoin, completely the opposite. Infinite amount, no uses.
And
designed to
zero
be-
value.
Zero value.
And you were like, let's put it all in this. Something that's essentially worthless.
Yeah, on paper, that's the dumbest thing you could ever possibly do with money. And that's the only way to make money in this reality that we live in, is dumb ideas. Let's put money in the GameStop. That's going to work. Guess what? It did.
You have to take risks.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't, but I'm glad my friend Lewis over here does.
Yes.
And that's how he affords them belts.
Yes.
Them designer hoodies.
That's right. So I bought 83,000 Dogecoin, and then the next day, Elon Musk gets on Twitter and starts tweeting about Dogecoin.
He just tweeted the word Doge at one point, didn't he?
He just one day he just tweets the word Doge with a picture of a rocket, and Dogecoin went up 83%.
My favorite one was no highs, no lows, only Doge.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't really make sense.
Really doesn't make sense. No. Ruben put $1,000 of his own money into Dogecoin when we invested. Keelan, you put in $100. $150. And as soon as Elon Musk starts tweeting about it, Ruben puts in another $1,000.
Yep.
When it was already up like 40% or something stupid.
Yep.
You were like, mate, I'm putting in more money. Now I'm sitting here.
So you got $2,000 in it currently,
Yep.
or have you sold?
Well,
we'll get there.
We'll get there. So this is what's happening at the moment. You were in Gold Coast. I think you were performing when this is all happening or something.
I was aware of it because a few people had seen what we'd done on social media. So a few people were letting me know and going, "You still got it?" So I'm aware that it had another spike after we talked about it on Thursday night.
Yeah.
After the episode got released.
Yeah.
Or 2 days later, and that was when Elon Musk was tweeting about it.
Yes.
Australian time Thursday night. And I'm like to you, I'm like, dude, as soon as this tweet is out of circulation, it's gonna drop.
Yes.
And it did.
Yes, it did. It did.
But I don't really know how to sell. Plus, it's kind of out of my control because it's on Lewis's account.
And I'm the financial. I'm in
But I
control of
trust you.
finances. I'm in control of the finance department. You know, Meg's HR. She does a great job there. She's never made a mistake. I like to feel I have the same track record in the finance department.
Yes.
I'm completely in control of everything. And you should be very happy because I sold everything. And the total profit from the 3,796 was $1,545. And I immediately transferred everything into Ethereum.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Because you could sell for money or you could sell and swap it into Ethereum, another cryptocurrency that's only on its way up.
You go to me like during the week, he's like, oh, I'll tell you on the show, but I think we've made some money here. We have it. We've made some Ethereum.
Well,
another imaginary coin.
Well, we took the Luke and Lewis's $1,000 and we bought $1,423 profit. And we now own 0.6346037 Ethereum.
And is that going up?
It's going down. At the time, 0.63 Ethereum was worth 1,423. Keelan, what's it worth now?
1,324.
Okay. So we're still it's still a $324 profit. That's
But you could have just
34.
taken it out into real money that we could exchange for goods and services,
Well,
like
Luke,
stuff for the show, paying our employees.
I'm really, really sad to announce that at today, the time this morning, when we sold, Dogecoin was worth about like 70 cents. And this morning it is worth 11 cents.
It's dropped
So-
quite significantly.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah,
we could
it
have
did
made,
go up.
We could have made like probably $2,200 was the math I did this morning. And then I could have made about 10.
Fuck.
But now we have Ethereum, which is on its way up.
Well, no, it's not. It's actually rocketing down.
Yeah.
Not to the moon, to the core of the
So
earth.
I'll tell you the reason why I sold, and we'll get to this, Ruben, as well, so what happened was I bought it, and then the Dogecoin, and then Elon Musk starts tweeting about it at like 3 or 4 a.m. his time.
It was a Lion King meme. It was him as the baboon,
Yes.
holding up Simba as the Dogecoin.
Yes. Yeah.
Who, I don't know who's running Elon's social media, but I don't think he's sitting there making memes. Or
No,
maybe
he took
is.
that off the Dogecoin subreddit. So he must browse it, right? So I see this and I go,
I like to
great.
imagine that he was like on Photoshop for like 5 minutes before that, going like, "Oh, this is gonna kill."
Yeah, isn't it crazy? That's one of the richest men in the world. And
posting memes.
He's tweeting memes about Dogecoin. So he got that off the subreddit. Now, this is my thought process. This happens. I'm like, great. Elon Musk is tweeting about Doge. It's going to rocket up. It did. Then he tweets again about it. Then he tweets again about it. And I go, hang on, this is a little bit sus. He's only ever done one tweet in the past about GameStop, about Bitcoin. He only ever does one thing. And then he tweeted something really cryptic that was just low-key Loki. And then I go on, I'm like, hang on, this is out of his character. And I go on his Twitter and I see that he's tweeting from desktop, which he never does. He always tweets from his phone. And then I scrolled down his profile a few hours before he started posting this. He said, I'm getting off Twitter for a while. So that I'm like, and then a group chat that I'm in that has way more money invested in it as well, going, oh my God, Elon's been hacked by a hacker who's trying to drive up the price of Doge and then sell. So I start freaking out. I sell everything while it's way up, thinking that it's going to crash. Everyone on Twitter starts going, Elon's been hacked, Elon's been hacked. It starts going down. I call Ruben. I say, Ruben, sell everything. Get out of it. I call everyone. I tell Keelan, get the fuck out of it. I told Jackson, sell. I jump in the Discord. Unfortunately, a bunch of other people had put their money into it. I go, sell everything, sell everything. And he wasn't hacked. He's still tweeting about it.
Just overreacted a little bit.
So, Ruben, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He sold. How much money did it cost you?
Well, here's what happened. So I put the second grand in.
Yeah.
Immediately the price starts tanking.
Yeah.
Lewis calls me up. He's like, it might be a hack situation. You might want to sell. And I'm like, okay, all right, let's do it. I'll sell. I'll take a bit of a loss on the second 1,000, but I'm still up probably $300-$400.
Yeah.
And Lewis goes, the easiest way to get out of Doge is to swap. You don't want to sell. That could take time. You want to swap into something like Ethereum. He goes,
Why would you take financial advice of this man?
he goes, Ethereum's stable. Once you swap into Ethereum, and once you swap, you can transfer, you can sell it into real money. I'm like, all right, great. I'll just get out nice and quick, put it into Ethereum. 10 minutes later, I've lost $200.
This man failed high school. You did it. You got quite a good score in high school because you paid attention.
Yep.
Are you still up though?
I'm still up. Yeah, but not as much.
Nothing to do with you.
Strikes again.
Nothing to do with you.
Oh man. Guys, look.
I sold,
and what did you do?
Yeah, I sold 15 minutes ago because I was busy when he called me. I made $26.
It
started dropping, so I just sold.
Yeah.
And
spend it wisely.
And guys, look, you're welcome. I just created money out of thin air. I'm the financial advisor of the show. Ethereum will come back up.
We still haven't got any money back in our bank account.
Look, it's only down 5%, Luke. It's going to come back up. And then I'll make the decision of what happens to that money.
I don't think you should be making any more decisions. You've panicked and convinced a bunch of people.
I made a 100% win rate. I made everyone here made money. You should be thanking me. Everyone here made money.
We have no one's questioning your original investment. We're all very happy about the Dogecoin. The
welcome.
Ethereum has been a bad gamble.
Mate, you wait. When PayPal gets into Ethereum, it's over.
You know, this reminded me the time when I went on a cruise ship. I was playing blackjack a lot because there's not a lot to do on cruise ships. The only time I've ever gambled, and I got about $200 up. I wasn't playing with much money, but $10 in at a time. I got about $200 up halfway through the cruise. You know where you could put that? And that's the thing. I could have walked away. Yeah. Right? But what did I do? What? I switched to roulette. And this is exactly what we've done. Yeah. And then I lost everything and I walked away with about 60 up in the end. Yeah. Could have walked away with 200. Yeah. You know what really makes me angry? There's a moral here. Yeah. You know what makes me angry? Sell the fucking Ethereum before it keeps going down. What makes me fuming is that anyone who knows cryptocurrency will agree with me. Ethereum is such a safer bet and makes way more sense than having your money in fucking Dogecoin. But for some reason, it's opposite world every time I make a decision. I want my money in the bank account. It's in an exchange. Account? Sure, in your account. Yeah. I want the money that you invested without consulting me back in the bank account. Luke, I take your feedback on board. Thank you. And I'll forward that onto the financial department, who is me, and they'll get back to you in 3 to 5 business days. Okay, thank you. That's all right.
Did we get on the other stocks? Did you?
Oh, yeah, so that's another thing. Both of the other stocks are also $500 buy-in limits. So that is somewhere we could put the money.
Oh,
He's
we-
into Booktopia.
We never
and
end up
Citrine.
putting money in Booktopia.
No, because it's a
Fools.
$500 minimum.
Books are on the app.
Is up 1% today.
Fuck, that would have been $1.
Of course.
Oh my god!
What?
Satire's up 10%.
Fuck, man!
Yeah.
I told you Satire was the buy.
This is very quickly becoming just a financial podcast of late.
And you know what?
You know what? Because it's always Lewis's interests just take over the show.
Yes,
Because
as
him
they
and Keelan just talk about this all day long. That's all they talk about. And then they start doing videos on it. They get invested in this world.
Yeah,
And
literally invested.
Yeah, literally invested. And it's, there's other things in the world than things going up and down and gambling and
Disagree, but I appreciate
throwing
your
away your
input.
money. And
You know, but you're
putting
gonna
into Ethereum.
Mate, you're gonna really thank me because I noticed doing a video about finance and stocks, the ad rates on those videos on YouTube are so much higher than anything else I do,
Just
like double.
Become a financial reviewer.
I will.
It's clearly
the
what you're
dumbest
passionate about.
financial analyst in the world.
Yes.
You know what really annoyed me last week? My tickets have been on sale. Made more money out of fucking Dogecoin than I did out of tickets. Makes me very angry. Makes me very angry. But also, Dogecoin to the moon.
Yes, and also buy tickets to our shows. Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say.
I forgot to say.
Invested in this, literally. We
Yeah.
forgot to say, guys. My first Saturday show is almost sold out.
We will use all your money. We'll just day trade all of it. That's what we do with the Patreon money as well.
Yes,
We invest it all.
Invest it wisely.
Well, we do invest it.
Invest it, yeah. You know what did make me feel really guilty is after we did the episode, I logged into the Discord and in my Discord they've set up their own discussion board for investing.
Yep.
And everyone had bought Doge and I thought, oh no, this is bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to cost, geez, it's expensive to join Lewis's Patreon. You think it's only $3 a month, but then it ends up being thousands in dumb stock tips.
Yes.
I did say, do not. I said, do not invest. I have seen a lot of these YouTubers and influencers who bought Doge and then tweet out, buy Doge, so they can make, which I think is really gross because,
That's what we did last week.
no, we said,
I told everyone to buy it to drive it up.
yeah, but that
Not
was,
that we have the pool, but I said every bit counts. I think
That
there's
was-
a direct quote
Look, I
of
don't know
me
about you.
trying to do that.
I was joking in that moment. And
I
I
was
made
not.
very clear this is a stupid thing. Don't get into it.
Very serious.
Because all of
when
these
I said
other,
that.
okay, I'll just put you in. All these other people like Luke Kidgel and all
Yes.
these other YouTubers are saying, buy this, buy that.
Yes.
And then all they do is as soon as it goes up, they sell. And then all of their fans are holding these Dogecoin bags that just go down.
Yep.
I wouldn't be able to sleep.
We can't sleep anyway. That's partly to do with your sleep apnea. So
Yeah, I fix the sleep apnea, but I wake up every 5 minutes going, oh, my fans bought Doge. They're ruined. It's my fault.
how's the Iron Man vibrator going?
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm actually awake. Jazz sent me a photo of myself in 2018.
For those who didn't hear the show last week, he didn't buy an Avengers vibrator.
No, that sounds like me.
He bought it's a strap around Lewis's chest that vibrates whenever he sleeps on his back,
Yeah.
because otherwise he literally chokes on his own tongue.
Yeah. Jazz sent me a photo of me in 2018 and of just my face of a photo she took. And she goes, how did we not realize that you had sleep apnea? Look at my face.
What do you mean?
I look like a corpse.
Yeah.
Look how tired and fucked I look.
Yeah. You look like a shadow of yourself.
I know.
That's so weird.
I know. I look like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and then you just grew a beard, so we all forgot about it.
No, it's not the beard. It's that I'm fucking
It
awake.
is
and I
like
put on weight.
it makes like your face look a little more like
No,
you know.
the beard helps.
Yeah, it's colored. It adds like
Yeah.
some form of complexion. I don't know, something. It's less grey.
Man, wait till I get a chin.
It'll be over.
I know it will.
We're done.
It's finished, mate.
So I
Do you reckon surgeons take Doge?
Well, I was just laughing.
oh okay. No, I thought you were gonna say something. Just having a bit of a chuckle.
Bit of a laugh. Nothing wrong with it, I say.
How are you going on the Antonio Banderas front?
I'll give you. I've got one. It's really bad.
Okay.
I don't have the setup
Is
for it.
Keelan, I think, forgot about it.
No, I have the first word. I can't work out.
He can't run
second name.
There are a
Banderas.
lot of because, especially Banderas. Heiress is not like. What do you rhyme heiress with?
Terrace? I don't know.
That's what I've got so far.
Luke, I lost the charger for my Manscaped shaver, and I'm paying the price aesthetically
Ooh.
because I haven't been able to use it for a while because I can't find my charger and it's ruining my bush. It's terrible.
Well, it's probably enhancing your bush.
Can I borrow yours?
The charger? Sure. Not the shaver. Don't think that's very sanitary.
Okay.
But if you want to get your own shaver,
Yeah.
so you don't have to borrow your friends,
Yep.
use our code Manscaped. SoundOff20
Yes, SoundOff20.
at
That's the code.
manscaped.com. That's
Yes,
what I meant to say.
That's right. Manscaped.com, SoundOff20, 20% off, and
The Weed Whacker is good too.
Do you know anything about this? 20% off and free shipping.
Free shipping. Yeah.
How good is it?
Yeah, we hate paying for shipping here.
Luke hasn't paid for shipping for so long, he forgot it even existed.
I know.
Because we use code SoundOff20,
Yes.
20% off and free shipping, the Lawnmower 3.0 and the Weed Whacker for all you hairy-nosed animals. Get
Yeah.
rid of it.
Yeah, we hate looking at it.
Mhm.
Right?
You sick of picking your nose and pulling out a bush?
Yeah.
Whack that shit.
Whack it with the Weed Whacker.
Absolutely. Support the brands that support our show. That's the only reason Keelan still has a job. So, if you want us to keep Keelan, which of course you do, get yourself a Manscaped.
Yeah.
You didn't know that. Sorry. We're just letting you know that if this ever ends, it's over for you, mate.
And in the words
So would
of
you like to plug
Keelan,
them?
shave these nuts.
Shave these nuts. Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my balls are all nice and soft using their moisturizer.
Yeah. He uses like...
You using it?
Yeah.
That's good.
If it's so weird, the other day it was just us two in the car, and he goes, "My balls are really soft," and it's just I've never heard anyone describe
Soft?
a testicle as soft.
I have to give the moisturizer a go.
Soft.
Give it a go.
Really
Soft
soft nuts.
Makes
What
them
are
smell nice.
What are the benefits of soft nuts?
Well, because I'm by myself, I don't know. They feel nice. Go like this.
Just your own personal stress ball because it's nice
the
and
viewers at home,
smooth.
he just went, I just go like this. So you just sit there at home watching Netflix going, oh, they're nice and soft. This moisturizer is really working. And that's the type of experience
Yes.
you can expect at manscaped.com. You use SoundOff20 for 20% off and free shipping.
Free shipping,
Use the code, support the brands that support the show,
soft nuts.
and Keelan won't be on the street. Thank you, Manscaped.
Lewis, we'll give you guys some more time. I went to the Gold Coast on the weekend. First time traveling in a year.
Yeah.
No anal swabbing at the airport, unfortunately, despite what you predicted. I think.
Bummer.
Yeah, I looked
Did you get a
up.
refund?
But yeah, I left. I was like, this isn't what I signed up for.
You gotta get off at old Gold Coast, pull your pants down. You're like, I'm ready.
Yeah, there was another guy just taking a piss on the tarmac, so didn't matter. Did the Gold Coast? Did you just press record?
As a backup recorder.
Right. I was like that Lewis tries to do that like, oops, halfway through an episode going, well, this will matter. It doesn't matter at this point. If the original recording fails,
We'll have the
that won't help,
we'll have
will
the
it?
second half, mate.
Okay.
We would have just kicked in.
Well, welcome to the show if the backup recorder has just failed.
Yeah, and you're welcome. But also, I'm sorry.
So yeah, first time traveling in over a month. I thought there'd be like COVID-y precautions or something like, like post 9/11,
Well,
the airport's changed.
I
I
haven't
thought
flown.
post COVID,
Yeah.
the airport would change.
I haven't flown since COVID. So in my head, I'm thinking, man, flying must suck right now. You probably got to go through checkpoints. You got to sign forms. You got to get approvals. You got to get your temperature checked. You got to get the swab in your asshole while some guy speaks Chinese. Seems like a big fuck around.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be. I got to the airport a little earlier just in case there was more things.
Yeah.
It's easier to get through. Now you don't even have to take things out your bag because like
It's all over. Oh, because they don't want to touch
They
them.
don't want to touch anything.
It's all over.
So it's like leave your laptops in,
Yeah.
leave your knives in, leave all your nukes, grenades, leave them all in your bag.
Yeah.
And we'll just put it through. And hopefully the guy is just staring at that thing all day. You know the people who look at the X-ray machine? That is the most uninspiring job of all time. I'm glad they do it. Thank
Very
you for your
important job.
service.
Yeah.
But fuck, they look like they want to die.
And they're not getting paid much.
No.
There are some jobs that aren't hard, but should be paid a lot so that they pay attention.
Yeah.
Look at the screen, easy job. You're not really working hard. You don't need much training, but they should get paid a lot.
I'm assuming you need some form of training. I don't really know what they're looking for. I mean, I know
Knife shape.
Sure.
Yeah,
I guess
or a
it's not that
laptop with
hard.
too many wires in it.
But
Yeah, I always get stopped whenever we go through because I've always got cameras and batteries. They always pull me over and check everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Ruben's got one.
Ruben's just had a breakthrough with it.
Oh,
Okay, he's got one.
Yeah, okay.
But I was up there to do a corporate gig,
Mm-hmm.
and you may not know who this is, but I think you do. There was a very famous AFL player back in the day called Jason Akamanus.
The only football player I know. 'Cause he had dyed hair and he did handstands. And I remember when I was a child, when he got banned from doing handstands, I thought his teammates are pussy. Because didn't they stop him from doing handstands because they wanted him to walk off the field as a team instead of showboating and like becoming something.
Yeah, I don't remember why they stopped it, but
I think the reason was they wanted him to walk off as a team. It's like, let the man become famous so that he's fine after football.
yeah.
Which he is, he's killing it now. He's doing corporates with you.
No, he's a real estate agent. We actually had a good
Oh,
chat.
that's why I thought he was performing or
No,
something. Or speaking.
no, he was just there. He was like one of the guys, like one of the people I was performing to at the
Man,
corporate.
that's so Gold Coast, buying your house from Jason Akamanus.
Yeah, he's from there because that's why he originally played for Brisbane.
Oh.
So anyway, so yeah, his thing, and if you don't follow AFL, imagine if like a famous sports person had their one thing that everyone loved them for was handstands.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this about him. Like it's like Jason Akamanus. Everyone's like, do a handstand.
Yeah.
So it gets to the charity auction. I haven't been up on stage yet, right? I'm booked in to do my little 20 minutes of comedy that no one fucking wants, by the way.
Yeah.
Because it's at a corporate event.
Corporate
and-
gigs are hell.
yeah. And I'm booked in to do that. And then just at the end of the charity auction, the auctioneer's like, all right, we've got Jason Akamanus here today. If everyone puts in a bit of money for charity, Jason Akamanus has agreed to do a handstand.
Wow.
So these people are rich. So they start putting up their hands, throwing in money, going like, I think he raised like $700 in about 3 minutes to do a handstand.
Man, that's sick.
Dude, he gets up there,
It's like 7,000 dough.
he nails the handstand.
Yeah.
The crowd goes nuts.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just sitting there going, how the fuck do I compete with this?
Oh, yeah.
And then, so like, all right, give it up for Jason Akamanus. And up next, we have and then the guy goes, a stand-up comedian.
With a question mark at the end.
Yeah, and he goes, from Melbourne. So stay the fuck away from him. And they tried to make a joke about like, stay away from him or whatever. And then I'm like, yes, we did have one case and now everyone doesn't want to speak to me. That's fair. And the crowd just goes, and I'm like, I just went up there and was like, all right, if this goes badly, I'm just going to do a backflip. And that got like a bit of
Ruben
a laugh.
does that. Isn't that his gear?
I know, literally, you would have crushed. I was
Yeah.
literally thinking about that. I'm like, dude, Ruben would fucking kill this because
That actually
I wasn't
is
going to
the
get him
only
with
thing that
jokes.
could top Jason Akamanus is a more impressive
Gymnastics trick.
trick.
Yeah, I didn't have a trampoline. I can only do one on a trampoline, so I can't do a standing.
Well, that's actually my plan for when I'm opening for Luke. I'm going to do a backflip and then he's going to bomb after me.
I will.
That's malicious.
Don't do an Aka, please. I can't do it again. It was look, it went okay. I got him back, but I think I only started to get him back after they'd
Man,
forgotten about the handstand.
I saw the video that you put on your story. I don't know why you put it on your story of just you. It didn't look like you. There was no stage, no lights. You were holding a microphone,
Yeah.
but it just looked like you were a fucking. Like you look like one of those vegans that roll up to a butcher with their own PA system.
That's what I put on my story. It's fucking hilarious. I'm not like, what's up, guys? It's Lewis Spears. I'm the coolest dude in the world. That's not my
I don't
vibe.
have to say that. That just is said by looking at me. People
Sure.
go, that guy's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Look at me.
So many people. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Everyone says that.
That wearing,
my most common
wearing a
thing.
designer hoodie
Yeah,
on a
everyone goes-
podcast is not trying hard at all. You're right. You should. You're killing it.
I earned this with Doge. You should respect your financial advisor a little bit more. Thank you. I made you rich.
No. You own that because you chose that over a car.
Yeah.
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 And look at me now.
Well, it's pretty annoying that we have to drive you everywhere.
For you.
But anyway, yeah, I put up my story because it's hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this gig, there's no stage.
Yeah.
The microphone's crackling. Half the audience isn't facing me. It's just
Yeah,
brutal.
that was the worst part.
Oh, so brutal,
Because you
dude.
can come back from that if they're looking at you
Yeah.
and you're performing in one direction, you can do well. If there's half the people that are like positioned awkwardly, that if they have to look at you, they're going to look like that.
Yeah.
You can't laugh like this. You'll
I-
hurt your neck.
Asked the crowd to turn around.
Oh, no.
There was just some old bloke, and I was just like, he wouldn't turn around, like he refused. It's just like this old guy's like, I don't want to listen to you. I'm like, the chicken dish has just come out. I'm just going to ignore this comedian for 20 minutes and eat my chicken. And I'm like, oi, Colonel Sanders, turn the fuck around. And that got his attention.
But did he get a laugh?
He got a laugh when I said, what does KFC stand for now? I can't fucking care.
That's good.
But I went pretty hard on these lawyers. Yeah, didn't really do many jokes, mainly just abused them for about 20 minutes.
That's good.
You know what? The guy paid me beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
Fool.
Big
That was
mistake.
really no incentive for me to even get on the flight. I was like, man, the money's hit my
Oh, he
account.
paid you before you got on the plane?
Yeah,
I wouldn't have
the
left.
day before.
I would have snapped at the airport and then texted him going, sorry, COVID restrictions, they've cancelled the flight. Don't Google it.
But no, it was a good time. But dude, the Gold Coast is a wild place. I did another gig at night in a place called Palm Beach. It was like a little bit rougher, apparently. It's not that rough.
You sent me the most fucked photo of Luke does a corporate and then he does like a regular comedy night. So this is not a weird night for Gold Coast. It's not a strange thing. This is like mostly professional comics. Luke sends me a photo of a woman on stage performing, which is weird enough.
Oi. But in Queensland, yeah.
No, it's a female comedian performing, which is not strange, normal. The strange bit is she has a infant strapped to her chest, and it's like 10 p.m. at night. She's got the baby carrier thing on her chest doing stand-up. Hey, leave it at home.
It wasn't like looking. You know what? She was great. Good on her.
Yeah.
Never actually met her before, but she wasn't. It wasn't like I couldn't find a babysitter. It was like,
part of the act?
Here's 10 minutes of me using my baby as a prop.
Now,
This is the most Gold Coast shit I've ever seen.
now I want to say right now, that's awesome.
It was the best. And then a guy shat himself in the front row. Did I tell you about that?
Was it the baby?
It was a 45-year-old man that had been
great.
drinking since midday, and all of his friends had a giggle, and he kicked on. He just changed some, I assume, throughout the undies, and just the night continued. He was out with all the lads.
Disgusting.
He was 45.
That's great.
You can shit your pants when you're 5 and 85.
Yeah, in
Not at
between that
45.
embarrassing,
He's in the
no.
golden period of his life.
Yeah.
That 70-year period we all get where we don't really shit ourselves.
No.
He's in that bracket.
And if you do, you shouldn't, but if you do,
Go
you
home.
go home.
Go home.
You definitely go home. Even
Yeah.
the baby looked at him and was like, come on, man, I'm performing. That's disgusting. I shit myself this morning.
But yeah, the Gold Coast really turned it on. Like I was, I hadn't been away for a year, and I was like, I wonder what the Gold Coast has got to offer. Did not disappoint.
Yeah.
Got outdone by, it was almost the most Queensland day ever. I saw Jason Akamanus do a handstand.
Yeah.
I called some fucking old white dude Colonel Sanders and got a half laugh out of a fast food joke.
Yeah.
And then I saw some weird shit at a gig later. Then the next day, I walked 6 kilometers on the beach in one direction and got sunburn on one half of my
I
face.
still are. You look like Two-Face.
Yeah, I look like a Batman villain. And I
great.
could have just walked backwards for a bit and I would have got an even burn, but I really fucked it. And I wasn't, it's like, it was really bad yesterday.
Yeah, fuck, that's funny. Gold Coast is every time you go to Gold Coast, you just come back with a story.
Yeah.
It's just one of those places where you just see some fuck shit. I don't think I've ever been to that Gold Coast McDonald's that's right in the center and not seen like a fight.
Yeah, the Cavill Avenue one. I don't even go up to Surfers anymore. I just stay between Broadbeach and Burleigh. It's like once you get to Surfers, you've gone too far.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
stay away from that. That's what I learned the first time we were there. I think for my show, that was the first time you and I had ever been there. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have only ever been there when I was a kid to like Movie World. On a family holiday. But my parents sheltered me from the
As they
Surfers
should.
nightlife.
As they should. First time we stayed in the middle of Surfers. Huge mistake. I've never in my life have I ever walked around feeling unsafe, like I'm about to get punched until I was there. And I live in Frankston.
Which says a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a good weekend, and it was kind of cool to be somewhere different.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
that's
oh,
good.
son.
It's becoming normal, I think.
It was very easy to get through the airport.
I got really freaked out when we had the case in Melbourne, but they got on top of it.
There's been another one though since I've come back.
Yeah, in the quarantine though, so that he hasn't been out.
He has been. He's been all over the place.
Oh,
But on the other side of the city, so it doesn't affect us.
where did he go?
Sunshine, Off Your Tree, and some other retail place.
Okay, so obviously, right? I don't want to judge.
And Dan
this-
Murphy's.
I don't want to judge this man, but I will. If you're hiring the type of person who on their day off goes to Off Your Tree
Yeah.
and then Dan Murphy's,
Probably to get a piercing or something.
is that the best person to make sure the economy and people
Yeah.
stay alive?
Yeah.
Is that your winner? The guy that's going to protect us all. If Superman
couple
walked out
messages.
of an Off Your Tree, I'd go, no thanks, get someone else.
I got a couple of messages this morning, a little bit rude, saying, "Come on, Luke, mate, you shouldn't be going about on your days off." People saw what the guy was up to,
Yeah.
and assumed it was me.
Yeah,
But
actually, of the 4 exposure sites, 2 of them was Dan Murphy's.
2 in a row. Come on, dude.
well, that's what the thing was with the other guy, the first guy that got it. It must be so embarrassing when someone asks you, "What have you been up to for the last 24 hours?"
And then it goes in the news.
Yeah, and everyone gets told to stay the fuck away. The first guy went to 2 different Bunnings in one day. So the first Bunnings clearly didn't have what he wanted, and he's gone to a second one.
Why are these people? I feel like these people need to be paid like $150,000, $200,000, and they need to have a rule that only applies to them, which is you can't go into a store that can fit more than 5 people. Because
Yeah.
every time they finish their shift, it's like, I must go to 6 Bunnings.
Yeah.
I have to get to a Mitre 10.
Yep.
Where the fuck is Off Your Tree?
Yep. So we're fingers crossed that the world won't get cancelled again. I don't think we will.
I don't think it will. I think it'll go ahead. Tickets are still selling. People seem to believe that as well, and everyone seems to be doing the right thing as well. I think that obviously, like the first guy going everywhere, everyone was wearing masks, so nothing happened.
I copped some prejudice in Queensland from Queenslanders
Unusual.
For being a Victorian and being from Melbourne.
Now that's unusual.
Yeah, I got to even at the gig, I got announced on as Melbourne. By the way, they hate that in other states.
Yes.
When you go, "This comedian's from Melbourne," the crowd goes, "Well, we fucking hate him then."
Yes.
Yeah.
They really don't like
I
that.
don't like Melbourne.
Yeah.
So I always tell the MC, I'm like, "Don't say I'm not from here." I always pretend I'm like, "Oh, I'm just come down the road from Broadbeach. What's up, guys?"
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit too. And they see how I'm dressed and they go, "Yeah, he's one of us."
Yeah.
Because I dress like I'm from there.
See what I'll
That's
do.
why no one respects me here.
What I'll do to get around it is when I do the Gold Coast, they introduce me as he's from Melbourne, but I'll get up in blackface and they'll go, "Oh, he's one of the good ones.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
Yeah. Like, finally.
He must be moving. He's probably got a lease already."
And Lewis does that gimmick in Melbourne too. That he doesn't go the same way.
But yeah, no, it doesn't. It really doesn't go the same way. That's an issue.
It's kind of your thing now.
It is. It is my. I mean,
It is your thing.
I've kind of stolen it from Chris Lilly, but he doesn't do it too much anymore. 'Cause
No.
he's been pulled aside, whereas no one can control me.
But I get to the hotel and there is a Chinese lady checking me in
Yeah.
to the hotel.
Yeah,
And no, I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is just what she said.
yeah.
She went, she's like, "Oh, photo ID?" And I was like, gave her the ID. And then she went, "Oh, Melbourne. Oh, you stay away, stay away." And I was like laughing and I was like, "Ah, yes, we did have a case. That's, I live nowhere near it. I haven't been to the affected areas." And then she goes, no, seriously, stay away." And then I took a step back from the counter. She checked me in.
Yeah.
Then she put my ID back on the table.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Okay, you go up to your room." She's like, she goes, when you come down to reception, she was like real worried about it.
Yeah.
And hey, if we're going to be discriminating and stereotyping people about
Where the virus came
where
from.
they come from
Yeah.
to do with the virus, you started it. I'm saying not that we should do that, but that's what
we
she was
should-
doing to
We
me.
shouldn't, but she started.
You know?
Yeah.
She was like, "You're from Melbourne. Oh, back off. We don't have it up here."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, not, I could easily cast some stones back your way if that's what we're doing."
Well, I don't think
we shouldn't do that.
Look,
though.
I think stoning is a bit much, Luke.
Yeah.
That's a bit ridiculous.
yes,
But
yeah,
that's
I'm
fair.
just saying I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about it, but
You think that she would know better?
Yeah.
You know, like surely she copped some of that. She's in the
Yes.
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Surely she still cops
I
it.
didn't do it. I held my tongue. I was like, that's all right. I'll stay away.
You know what
Fair
is
enough.
annoying is that she has better safety practices than the fucking airport. Obviously.
Yeah, she did.
She was doing She was doing what she should be doing.
Yes.
Social distancing, all of that. She put her in the airport. That's what
Yeah.
I reckon.
One guy, this is how little they were affected up in Queensland.
Yeah.
One guy goes to me, "Oh, you guys had a bunch of that old COVID stuff happen." Ugh. He goes, "Couldn't imagine what that was like." And he goes, "Oh, my friend he goes, "That's not true. My friend in Brizzy was locked down for a few days." He goes, "God, it's affected us all." Like,
No,
and he
shut
goes,
up.
"You know what's bullshit though?" He goes, "Oh, we have to use those bloody QR codes now." Ugh.
Hey,
And I was like, "Hey man, that was the highlight of my year when I could use a QR code because it meant I wasn't in my house."
I love QR codes now. Yeah. COVID brought them back. QR codes didn't they get introduced
That's
in like
true.
2007?
You
I
did.
Yes.
remember when they told me to scan them, and I was like, "Can my phone even do that still?"
Yeah, I
Was
didn't
that
even
a
know.
thing?
You thought phones had like the new iOS update, just all the
They're
new
just giving up
Android
on the QR
update.
codes.
I
just
thought
didn't
that
work.
too. I thought it was like thumbprints, just something they just phased
No,
out.
the
They're
guy
like,
who made QR codes started the virus for sure. He was the one that leaked it.
Who
Yeah.
stands to
It's
gain?
like, I'll
Yeah.
show him this.
He
will be
was in
useful.
cahoots with the Zoom guy. And they were like, "We can both come back."
We can use QR codes to log into a Zoom call and both be fucking rich.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay for your membership with Dogecoin.
Yeah.
It's the new world order. It's the great reset.
These guys that had nothing in 2019, now they have it all.
That's
Surely
awesome.
the people who, like, even Afterpay had a big spike, right? During
Yeah, Afterpay went from $8 to it's now at like 120.
some companies, like, did well.
Oh, a
out
lot
this.
of-
and
a
the
lot
QR
of companies.
Is that a company? Like, how do you get
don't
paid
know.
for QR codes?
You probably
the
have.
software to generate them, right?
I'm not sure. Maybe you have to pay to generate your own.
I don't know how they work.
Me neither. No one does, other than every restaurant and bar on the planet
Yeah.
or in Melbourne.
Here's a good one. Oh wait, we'll have to put in the
I have something-
Manscaped plug earlier. You've
Yeah.
already heard it, guys.
Okay.
Anyway.
I have something that I would like to say. Speaking of travel and COVID, I'd like to say something to the great people of Perth. Fuck you. I take my apology back.
Okay. Wow.
Enjoy your lockdown. We didn't get one. I'm taking it all back. All my apology. I'm taking. I said that I took back all my insults and my roasting. Well, I take back my take back. Sucked in, Perth. No lockdown for us. Cop that.
Are they still locked down? No.
No,
No.
but they
It was
did
pretty
it, but
brief.
they were all saying, "Oh, you've got a case. You're going to get locked down." Nah, not me, not us.
Our government didn't panic,
That's right.
you know?
We're used to it.
I was a little concerned about it though.
I was very concerned. I was
Yeah.
having PTSD.
We have-
I was looking at my bank account going, I've still got all the money for the tickets to refund. I was like, all right, I haven't spent any of it good.
No, I'm not going to spend any
No
of it.
way.
That's why I was,
That's
you
not
know,
my money yet. That
No.
goes somewhere else in the Dogecoin account. I don't touch it.
it's all in Ethereum.
Yeah, all refunds will be processed in Dogecoin. Whatever the price is, I don't know. We'll find out. You could be rich. Your $35 could be 35,000. It could be $2. We'll see. It's in the terms and conditions that you've all agreed to. Perth hated my video, especially.
I
Perth,
wonder why.
Perth
Because didn't
Facebook
open
people.
with, "Hey Perth, suck shit." Sucked
yeah,
in.
sucked in. Yeah, but I also roasted Melbourne in it. But there are a lot of grandmas that on Facebook that absolutely hated. On Instagram, it
Yeah,
got a lot
because
of
you were
friendly
yelling.
Yeah,
You were yelling at
Perth.
a city.
yeah.
Like one man
Yeah.
from Frankston.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you. By the way, yeah, it doesn't look great coming from a guy that also like you're bagging them up about being a shit city. I'm like,
Yeah.
mate, you live in the worst part of Melbourne.
Yeah, but it's a part of Melbourne, so I
Sure,
still,
but you
I still
objectively
win.
like
Yeah.
don't live in a better place than them.
Well, okay, look,
It's a bit rich coming from
Some
you.
of the okay, yeah. Well, it's not very rich. I live in Frankston.
Yeah, it's a bit poor coming from you.
I'll take that. But some of the Facebook comments are great. Just remember which state keeps Australia alive.
No, miners.
Yeah, miners. Yeah. So the miners were there.
Oh, like they're taking like what you're saying like is a serious dig against like a
Oh, yeah.
political dig against Perth.
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, guys, that's what my video was. I
Yeah.
hate Perth.
Yeah,
I
dude.
don't hate Perth. Perth is great.
Yeah.
Perth
How's
is
that
some of the
bit in that
best shows.
30-second video where I didn't bring up economics at all?
Yeah,
And
it's
they were
very-
like,
Very funny seeing all these people like maliciously interpret. I think in the video I trashed Melbourne. Like I said, we spent 110 days in lockdown And now it's your turn. That's the
Who gives
joke.
a fuck? That's what Australia does. The Batuta, the Batuta Advocate posted an article last week that was like, I'm probably going to misquote it, but it was like, report mass exodus from Sydney because it's a piece of shit. Like it's just like it's just that is what we do as a country. We go, that place sucks. No, your place sucks. It's the only thing we talk
culture.
about.
And we all love each other.
Sydney does suck though. For real.
Yeah, Sydney's bad.
Now people from Sydney are going to be mad. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourselves. It's a bad place. Try driving around it without getting a headache. Good luck.
Here's a good comment. Still better living in WA than Victoria. Incorrect. Just not
No, I'd
true.
say that's correct.
Yeah, you reckon?
Yeah, I would love to move there.
At
I
the
was
moment-
thinking about moving
At
there.
the moment, yeah. but
6 more
generally-
months during the virus, like Meg and I, at the end of our lease, were thinking of moving there.
Oh yeah. I actually also
If
thought
we
that.
didn't open up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we didn't open.
I love
yeah.
Perth.
Perth is great. but
Perth's
they're
like my
also-
favorite place that's not Melbourne.
I like Adelaide. Very controversial.
There's nothing to
opinion.
do there.
That's
The
kind of why I
nightlife
like it.
is feral.
Yeah.
Animals. It's like a fucking barnyard with
That's
like muddy
also-
pigs.
That's
They're all
also
ferals.
why I like it. It's because I'll every time I go to Adelaide on my off day or after the show, I'll just walk around like Rundle Mall in the middle of the city and where all the clubs are and just observe.
I went out
the
with
animals.
the Fairbairn boys once.
Yeah.
Lachlan got in a fight. And then my brother, and then there was another fight we witnessed out the front.
Yeah.
And we were kind of just watching a fight as you do because you don't look away.
Yeah.
You know? And then my brother goes, oh, that bloke plays for Port Adelaide. Like, that's the vibe of Adelaide. It's just like,
just kind of famous people punching
just
on.
punching out in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then their KFC sucks. Worst KFC I've ever had in my life. Keelan was there. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
We
Keelan
did a
would know.
video on it on my channel.
Yeah, we did. There's a video of us just like,
Yeah.
it was when you bailed. It was after our Luke and Lewis show last year. That was the worst KFC I've ever had.
Yeah.
Adelaide's just, and that's the whole place. Like, I don't mind going there. The people are nice.
Yeah.
But at night, it just becomes a sloppy mess.
my least favorite place to go to. It's every time it is the best shows I do. I love the people, but I hate Brisbane City. Something about it, I
It's just
hate.
like a shit version of Melbourne.
The weather is as soon as you get off the plane, you're just wet. It's like humid and hot and fucked.
Yeah, but I like that. That's
I
why I
hate
like the
that.
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Gold Coast is my... Gold Coast and Perth are my favourite places. And Newcastle rips.
Nah.
Newcastle's
is
great.
houses and a beach.
Yeah, the great beach though. And the
It is a good
lighthouse.
beach.
Nice
Yeah.
at the end.
But then you go to the beach and you're like, oh, that was fun. What will I do now? Go home, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah.
There's not much on. And you
Yeah.
hate things.
Yeah.
You go to places where there is shit on and complain.
Yes.
You go, there's so much shit on. That's me like Adelaide because there's fucking nothing to do.
Yeah, and then at night
I can't believe you judge Newcastle for having nothing to do. Adelaide is the city of churches. Religion is their vibe. Not at night.
Praise
It's
God.
not a very holy place at
No,
night.
absolutely not.
Guys, you've had enough thinking time. Ruben and Keelan, it is time for Do You Know? That's the Dogecoin.
We have
one,
a
isn't
Do
it?
You Know opener?
I think we do. I think that's here, isn't it?
That's it.
Oh, hang on, the sound effects aren't on.
That's okay. So
Okay, that's not it either.
Have
Sorry.
you got an example one? When it's the call and response thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one.
How do we forget that we have an opener?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Sorry, guys. Hey, guys. Do you know Elon Musk?
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Well, if
Tell me more.
If he was a woman that was about to come, would she be called She Gone Bust?
She would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she would. Or he would.
I remember when these used to rhyme. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's a near rhyme. Eminem would do it.
Yep.
If Eminem would put it in a rap, it counts. He always rhymes shit that,
That
doesn't
man
rhyme
will
at all.
literally rhyme the word orange though.
He
And
does.
that
He
has no
He
rhymes.
has a whole song about rhyming orange.
I know, and it doesn't rhyme. So
Yeah.
like that kind of proves
Yeah. Elon Musk.
he's got
She gone bust.
Yeah.
Do that with a hoodie up. Elon Musk. She gone bust.
Yeah.
Really angrily.
Yeah. And
Maybe
and,
do- maybe
and
do
then
a
the whole
full
time just be like white and 45. I like Eminem.
Do we have some sounds on here, Keelan?
Yeah, there's 3 on the second page.
These ones? I've got it. Okay.
Are there only...
Right.
Oh, there should be 3.
Yeah, I've got 3. Oh.
Yep.
Right.
Maybe turn down the music.
Just turn off the music.
You have to just press that again. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Wow, we have this first one sent in by a listener.
You think if bone meal went to you know bone meal? You think if
I'm sorry. Is this Darcy doing multiple takes and then you've forgotten to edit it out?
No, that's not how it sounds at all. When I listen
Okay,
to
well,
it.
let's listen to it all.
Is this
You
Darcy
think if
Arns?
bone meal went to you know bone meal?
Yeah.
You think if bone meal went to the Telstra shop and grabbed a handful of iPhones and then did a runner, they would call him phone steal?
Yeah, they would. They would. Can you do your job a little bit better? Not heaps better, just a tiny bit. Like if I've loaded sound effects on, do they work? Just a little bit, a tiny bit better. Not a heap. You don't have to be perfect. Just like a little bit.
I did it. But anyway.
This is like when we do the sound tests and then we get 20 minutes into an episode and Keelan goes, "Oh, I recorded the sound test. I didn't listen to them." All right. Well, let's do the next one.
But what do you think about that one?
Yeah, I mean it was
good.
it was good.
Yeah, that's Bone Meal's one of my favorite YouTubers.
Oh yeah. You know, I saw his Instagram live. He went live to 75,000 people. It's a record. Concurrent for like an hour. It didn't
Really?
dip below 75.
I
The
missed
lowest
that.
it went was like 61.
So
And he ended it because it was too low.
of course,
Yeah.
so
Crazy.
many people.
Anyway, next one.
G'day, boys. Have you heard of Tim Minchin?
Yeah, I've heard of Tim.
Because if he had a history of being easily threatened, do you think they'd call him Bin Flinchin?
I don't reckon-
They will.
I think he would have been flinching.
Is that a second Tim Minchin one on the show? People enjoy Ryman Tim Minchin.
Yeah.
That
A lot-
guy sent in like 6 in a row.
All about Tim Minchin?
Not about Tim Minchin, just 6 different
Guys,
variations.
we need to say, just because you hear it on our show doesn't mean you do one, all right? Dave Hughes, we fucking heard it.
Yeah.
We're done with Dave Hughes.
we're not doing any more
Ruben
Dave
goes,
Hughes
oh,
ones.
there's about 60 in here about Dave Hughes. Guys, could you have some level of creativity, please?
Yep. We don't ask for much, but just do a Carl Barron one, all right?
Yeah.
Switch.
Well,
Australian
don't
comedian.
do a Carl Barron one now that Luke said it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Similar to what I said to Keelan, you don't have to do an amazing job. Just try a little bit more effort. And that's all right? Last one.
How are we? It's
Hey, mate.
Regan from Bray Park, Queensland.
Yeah.
You guys know Mike Myers.
Yeah, I heard of the guy.
Do you reckon if he bought a bunch of lesbians at a slave auction, he'd be dyke buyers?
Very Queensland. I reckon he would, though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very Queensland.
Yeah. That was great.
All right.
Incredible. Antonio Banderas?
Yeah.
I only have
Yeah.
I have like the first name.
All right. So
Nan Rodeo.
check this out. Obviously, the setup's going to be very convoluted.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here it is. You guys know Antonio Banderas?
I've heard of him.
He does the voice of Puss in Boots.
Yeah, that's the
and
guy.
he was in Spy Kids as well.
Yeah. So if he was struggling to communicate with Juliet's husband's dad, would he be, can Romeo's dad hear us?
Very good.
Very good.
Very well
you.
done.
It was a hard one.
Very
But
difficult.
he's pulled through.
Romeo's
Antonio
dad hear us.
Banderas, can Julius
Can Romeo's
Romeo's dad
dad
hear
hear
us.
us?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just
I'll give it to
very
you.
Eminem would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the rule. That's just ask yourself before you send in the video of you doing it. Just ask yourself, would Eminem put this in the song? If the answer is no, don't send it.
Great.
Eminem in like his prime, not now, not today. And we're back,
Sorry, guys. Bit of a natural lull there.
guys. I have something that is very important. How long do we have been going here for?
Well, 50 minutes plus plug.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
right. Well,
maybe
this is
save
how
it.
we'll. This is very important. This is how
Okay.
we'll end it. Sound off in the comments below. We want your feedback. We are doing. We want to bring back the regular Patreon only events that I hosted in Discord. Now, previously we've tried movie night, and that was fun for a little bit, but then we ran out of good movies and funny movies, and also it went for very long, so it was a big commitment to do all the time.
Let's
We
just be
also-
honest. Cat in the Hat poo-pooed it.
Cat in the Hat.
It
fucked
was
the whole thing.
really
Yeah.
fucked the whole tradition.
Less and less people started coming back, and
Yeah.
it was fun at the start, but then it kind of died off. So then we tried free time, which was just do whatever you like.
But
Uh,
that was too much, like
too
not enough
loose.
parameters. Yeah.
Yeah.
People were confused at the format. Like people were like, can I paint? You know, can I do my homework? And we were like, well, not really. It's free time. But
And if you think about it, that was probably a bad idea because if you remember back in primary school, free time, you spent it with like one or two of your friends. Everyone was doing free time, but it was very separate. We want something that we can all enjoy together. So we have thought of this that we're going to trial in the Patreon Discord, and we want your suggestions. We are going to watch a TV series to completion with the Patreon Discord regularly. Now, we want to know, what series do we watch? I don't think it's a Game of Thrones hour-long episode thing. No. I don't think it's like anything that's masterful. So, like, no Breaking Bad. We want something that's like...
And also not a genuinely good comedy or a sitcom. I feel like, because then you miss jokes and stuff if people are talking.
Yeah.
It has to be almost a background show.
Yeah.
Something where you can vaguely follow I kind of want something a little shit.
I think so.
A
Something
tad
you
shit.
can meme on.
Yeah.
I have a suggestion that might be too good, but I think this could be a good thing because you also want it to be something where if you miss a couple episodes because you're busy, it doesn't ruin your experience. You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen the movie BMX Bandits?
No.
Okay, well, and that explains a lot. At that level, if you've seen that film,
Yeah.
just a '90s film,
Oh,
not
I
a lot
get the
happens,
vibe,
and then
yeah.
at the end, the guys on BMXs
Win.
They win and throw flour at the bad guys.
I mean, that was every 90s movie for a minute was just like, what sport hasn't been made a film about? Like, what can we get children to dominate? Hockey.
Yeah, the Mighty
BMX,
Ducks. Yeah.
Basketball. And then they
Black
went through
Mike.
every sport.
Yeah.
They even did fucking
They even
luge.
did dogs playing sport, Air
Well,
Bud.
that's what I mean. That's what they moved on to. All right, let's do it again, but let's chuck an animal in.
Yeah, with puppies.
Yeah. And I wonder what's going to be next.
You know, there's actually a film called Air Buddies where he has a litter.
That's disgusting.
Like there's younger puppies.
Yeah. I would love to see that film. There's a joke that I could never, or maybe you were.
That was me.
It was you.
Yeah.
Of Air Bud in the UFC.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Yeah. I had this joke about Air Bud one time and I could never get it to work because not enough people in every single crowd I performed to were familiar with the film Air Bud. Everyone who was familiar with the film Air Bud was like, nice joke.
It's funny.
70% of people were like, haven't seen it, or I vaguely remember seeing it at my local Blockbuster.
It's hilarious only if you've seen Air Bud of the idea of a Labrador in the UFC. Just like mauling Conor McGregor.
Yeah, so what was your idea?
My idea was the Star Wars animated series.
Oh, like the Clone Wars.
Yeah, maybe, because there's a lot of episodes. Everyone knows Star Wars. If you miss a couple episodes, you can jump back in. No worries. You know where you are.
Yeah.
But it's
A
not...
lot of galactic trade, though.
We should try and stick to Netflix shows.
And it has to be a Netflix show, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, true. It's not on Netflix.
Because Disney Plus has a share feature, but it's not very good.
Okay. And you need Disney Plus to use it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has to be Netflix.
Something on par with that show I brought up once, Julian the Phantoms. You know, just like a weird teen show about not much.
Yeah.
Bunch of guys trying to make it in a band. It's half Disney, half we ran out of money.
I'm not watching that sex ed show about with the monsters in it.
No. We're not watching like a for real teen show. We're watching garbage. So if you have any suggestions, sound off or chuck them in the Discord if you're already a part of it. And yeah.
And join the Discord. So you
Dude,
can watch
Patreon's
along.
popping off.
Yes, it's going
It's
great,
great.
which is really, really good. We're very grateful for it. And also, please use SoundOff 20 for Manscaped. Yes. Not SoundOff, it is SoundOff 20 because
They've fixed the code now.
they won't re-sponsor our show unless SoundOff 20 is used, even though they didn't use the right code. And that's our fault for some reason. We must pay the price. So use that. And I'm being very nice to our sponsors.
Fuck, don't. 2 horns in one app. Shit. We should have ended the episode.
You think if bone meal
The low horn really works, doesn't it? Really, really effective. Bye.